What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today we're going to be doing our next video in the 6-set line, of course, for the spotlights of every single community. You know, of course, continuing on now, we did the Alexandria spotlight, we did the Hilltop one, of course, left we have still the Oceanside to talk about. We still have the Junkyard and the Saviors to talk about as well. This is the one for the Kingdom. Now, this is one of the strongest communities out of the 6. Maybe aside from the Saviors, I would say that these guys are probably the second strongest. I mean, a king, a tiger, horses, swords. They still, even aside from swords, they still have guns. And there are a lot of people, like tons. I'm surprised that the Saviors are able to pin these guys down, man. They're still training. They train like every day, and they are just a really well-established community for the Walking Dead television series. I would say, at least. Now, of course, our survivors are trying to convince King Ezekiel to fight, and I think this weekend's episode 13, we are definitely going to probably see something that is going to break Ezekiel to say yes. Now, of course, I think it's going to take probably one of these characters to die, and I definitely am going to say it's Ben. I definitely think it's going to be Ben because, I mean, Ben is just one of those where I think we need to see him die eventually for, the story to move on. I think he is a story connector, definitely. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm calling it a word. So, anyway, yeah, this is just an amazing community. I mean, man, especially it's very medieval. We see a lot of medieval stuff going on here, and I really like this community. A lot of people are big fans of Ezekiel. A lot of people, I've heard tons of people talking about how he's like one of their favorite characters. That type of deal. He's like, I would say, like a stronger Morgan, like an even stronger version of Morgan. But he actually is willing to kill people, so that is cool. And definitely, I think he believes in Morgan. I think he definitely trusts Morgan. Out of everybody that he knows, I think Morgan is one of the biggest people he trusts. And of course, Carol, he kind of likes Carol too, so of course, we might actually see Carol take the comic book role of what Michonne did in the comic books. Because, of course, if you guys didn't know this, if you don't read the comic books, Michonne is with Ezekiel. But in the TV series, that can't really happen because she's kind of, of course, with Rick. So that would never happen. And they're too good of a couple to, separate, for Michonne to separate with Rick just to see her be with Ezekiel just because of the comic book series. Because they don't have to have everything be like the comic book series. Of course, Daryl is not based off the comic book series. Not even Merle either. There's tons of characters in that TV series that are never in the comic book series, and vice versa as well. Like Alan, I don't remember seeing Alan in the TV series, or the kind of comic version of Andrea. We of course have Andrea in the TV series, but she is not the same at all. Especially, we don't have TV Carol either, because Carol in the comic book series is just such a terrible character. She's like Lori. She's probably even worse than Lori, to be honest with you. But yeah, also Sasha, not really, even though Holly's kind of like Sasha. But anyway, the Kingdom is just a really well-established community, and there's some great characters. Like we have Jerry, which he's really cool. We have, of course, Ezekiel and the Tiger, really cool. The Tiger's pretty good. The CG's okay. It looks pretty much good enough. We, of course, have Ezekiel, like I said. We have Daniel, which is pretty cool. He's not too bad. We also have Richard, which I'm not really liking what he's doing lately. He's setting up Carol for bait, and I'm not really a big fan of that. We have Jerry, like I said, which he's like just really happy and everything. And we have, of course, some other ones here and there. We have Morgan, which, I was going to talk about this. Is he joining the Kingdom? Like, because he hasn't been back from the Kingdom for like a good season now. He left in like episode 15 of season 6, and we're like near that right now in like season 7. So I'm not sure if Morgan's kind of staying at the kingdom permanently. It almost looks like it. It doesn't even look like he'll ever return to the Alexandria. So we'll have to see about that. But yeah, he does kind of blend in pretty good there. And of course, he got his staff taken just recently. So hopefully you can see him get that back, because that's just a part of him now, I think. Even though he didn't have it in season 1 and season 3, he kind of only got it a couple seasons ago. But I still like it. It's part of Morgan. I think we definitely need to see him get that back. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about the kingdom. Who's your favorite character from it? Maybe aside from Ezekiel, because I know a lot of people want to say that. Maybe aside from Ezekiel, I'd probably go with like maybe someone like Jerry, to be honest with you. I really like Jerry a lot. He's awesome. And also Ben, of course, so we'll see what happens with him there this weekend. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys really soon. Peace.